Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. First things first, I gotta say I love you guys. As usual, you guys are the most awesome, the illest community on YouTube. Promise you that much. We're back with some more Darrell Brooks. Now, before we even get into this shit, it's my day off. It's my Friday. No shit. What is it? It's my Saturday, and y'all's Monday. So, shit, we're gonna take a little shot. We gotta get the beverages all right. I hope you guys are doing good. If you guys are on lunch break or whatever, get the juice, the Sprite, or if you're an alcoholic, get the alcohol. But I've had I've had a few alcoholic lunch breaks in my day. I'll tell you that much. Like I'm 50. In my day, I had a few alcoholic beverages during lunch. Nah, but anyway, I'm gonna hit this shot of mezcal real quick for y'all. That shit's crazy. With the agua chaser. Anyways, y'all, we're litty. We're having a great fucking day. I hope you guys are having a great day too. We're jumping into this Darrell Brooks interrogation of the man who found the vehicle. Now, this is the guy who kind of alerted the police to like, hey, this is the vehicle where the maniac was driving that shit. This is the car. This is the homie. He's a hairstylist, all right? Big ass dude. Hairstylist. You already know you don't want to mess with a guy like this. Let's get it.
Have you do is to state your first and last names for the record and spell each.
Abel Lascano, Abellazcano.
Thank you. Your witness, sir.
Good afternoon, Mr. Lascano. What do you do for a living currently?
I'm a hairdresser.
No judgment whatsoever on this question.
What? No judgment whatsoever on this question. What do you think his next question is gonna be? I I already have a question in my head that I think it's gonna be, but I wouldn't get the reason as to why he's asking it, so I'm not gonna say it. Let's find out.
Have you ever been convicted of a crime?
Oh, it's not. Oh shit! I thought he was going in a whole different direction. He was like, I thought he was gonna link the hairdressing thing to something else, but then I was like, why? How does that make? Okay, never mind. Let's get back to it.
And how many times?
7.
Damn. Shit. Bro has been convicted of a crime 7 times. All right, Brody. Shit. So you know what's going. You already know what's going down in them prisons. Like shit.
Do you recall the night of November 21st, 2021 pretty well? I know it's been a minute, but
Best as I can, yeah.
what were you doing that evening, if you recall?
The Christmas parade?
Were you marching in the parade? Or,
No, I was watching it.
who were you there with? Family, friends?
My wife and my daughter.
Do you recall where you were positioned to watch the parade?
I was standing in front of the Corey Insurance on Main Street.
Okay.
So already you got Brooks trying to say, oh, he got convicted 7 times. You can't listen to this guy. He got. Bro, if you look at this man, you could tell he's put the fuck together. He got a wife and kids now. He ain't got time for none of that shit. The fuck? I bet you those 7 times was like a decade ago. Well, let me know his last arrest date. That's what I really want to know.
Is that part of Main Street close to like a side street? If you recall?
Not too far from Maple.
Do you recall the side streets being barricaded during the parade?
I don't remember.
Do you recall what time you arrived at the parade that evening?
It had just started, so whatever time that was at.
You recall something other than the parade catching your attention that day?
Maybe a red fucking truck running through the crowd. That might be one of the things that caught my attention that day. Aside from the floats and the, kids, like what the fuck?
People getting hurt, yeah.
And what did you see that day, if you recall?
I saw a red SUV plow over a bunch of people.
And did you see the driver of this SUV you're referring to?
Yeah, you're standing right there.
Yeah, you're standing right there. I love it. Pointing at him. I hate it when people call him in the third person. That shit is bogus as fuck. Yeah, you're standing right there. Yeah. You were the guy. Yeah. I'm brown too. I can distinguish your face if you have dreads or not. It don't matter. It was you.
See in the vehicle.
Just one, the driver.
So, do you recall flagging down a law enforcement vehicle that evening?
Yeah, I do.
And do you recall what you told the officer that evening?
Not very well.
I'm gonna attempt to see if anything brings back some recollection. First, do you recall the name of the officer you flagged down that evening?
No.
Officer Moss.
Oh, Officer Moss must have been the homie. He was like, "Oh, Officer Moss, yeah, that was the homie right there."
Do you recall telling Officer Moss that you observed 3 or 4 people in the SUV as it passed you?
I don't remember that.
To your recollection, the SUV that you saw, did it have tinted windows?
I don't remember.
And do you remember what the description was that evening that you gave to law enforcement?
I told him it was a red SUV.
The description of the driver, do you remember that?
I know he was a black male.
Is that all you recall about your description?
That's all I remember.
All right, so I get it. So Brooks is out here, like, it's like witness by witness. He's trying to discredit the fact that he was actually there. Even with the other guy, he was in his yard. He was like, "Bro, you were like 3 feet away from me." I was like, "Get the fuck out of my yard." And you were there. It was you. So that guy had a better look at him. But at the same time, he's trying to discredit that he was actually there. With this guy right here, it's a bit more plausible because, he was driving. The guy's telling you straight up, I saw a black male and it was just a blur. You drove by. But even though he can't, say for sure that it was you, everybody, there's too many people corroborating the same thing. Black male, dreads, red SUV. You know what I mean? There's no defense here. What he should have did, let me tell you, what he should have did was skip all these fucking witnesses and just stuck to Erica Patterson and Nicholas Kirby and the main people who would have made more sense to interview. All these witnesses just make him he's helping the state right now. It's just making him look more and more guilty. He's helping out. He's contributing to the fact that he's getting 7 life sentences. What are you doing, bro? This shit is wild. Hold on. It's actually crazy to watch him help the state right now. Why are you? Oh my God. And then he got mad. Then let me tell you how crazy this is. He got mad and he's like, "I see what the prosecution is doing here." And then he starts smiling. I did a video on that whole little point. And he explodes because the state, the prosecution, they don't even cross any of the witnesses because he does it for them. And he gets mad about it. They don't even cross most of them. Think about that. The prosecution doesn't even cross-examine the witness after the defense. It's because you suck and you're helping them. I just want you to keep that in mind. It's crazy. He completely fumbled this court hearing every single day it happened. I promise you.
After seeing this vehicle, what did you do?
We left. I got my family out of there.
And where did you go?
We headed back to the car.
Do you recall where your vehicle was parked?
I believe it's the Lindholm or building on Maple Street.
Uh-oh. Is Mr. Brooks running out of questions? Uh-oh. Nah, he's got a few more in him.
And did you see the vehicle stop on Maple Street?
Which vehicle?
The SUV that you claim you saw.
Oh, no, I didn't see it stop, no. It kept going through the parade.
And speaking with, is it Detective Moss? Well, speaking with law enforcement that evening, do you recall advising law enforcement that you observed 3 black subjects running from the vehicle?
No, I don't remember that.
Bro, what is he? Hold on. I want to show you his expression. I was going to say something, but his expression, three black subjects running from the vehicle. Look at his face.
That you observed 3 black subjects running from the vehicle?
Yo, this guy does not miss. This guy does not miss. Every single time you see Brooks in the courtroom, you are going to have a show. Like in another life, in a parallel timeline, this guy was a comedian. He was really successful, and he had an of-age girlfriend. You know what I mean? That shit is crazy to me. Bro, where are you seeing this 3 men get out the vehicle report? Like, everybody said that there was no passenger. I don't think I've heard one testimony say that there was otherwise. It was either, no, there's for sure one person, or I'm not sure. All I saw was a driver. There was 3 subjects run out the vehicle. Look at his face. Bro, this man is he is a hero. He is a badass in his own mind, bro. In his world, he is the shit. He is the shit, bro. This is Scarface going down right now.
No, I don't remember that.
If it pleases the court, I would like to show the witness this. I'm referring to page 4 exactly.
Of what? Of what? He doesn't even know if it's a fucking police report, you dumbass. Okay, maybe he has something. Maybe I was tripping.
Is it a statement this witness personally wrote?
I believe it's what, I don't think he wrote it himself.
So it's a summary written by another person.
By,
Yo, though.
I don't know if it's Officer Moss or
You don't fucking know. You don't know shit, bro. You don't know if the piece of paper came from heaven. All you know is you're holding a piece of paper that says something about Officer Moss. I love it. This guy is oh my God. Your life is on the line. You know it's over, but still, it's like an exam you know you're going to fail. You still try to study a little bit. Like, damn, my boy just went to sleep and said, I'll wing it.
Detective Moss. I'm not sure what his rank is.
Continue with your questions. I'm going to deny the request that you show the exhibit or the paperwork to the witness.
Do you recall making the statements to Detective Moss that you observed one where it says one was described as running southbound on Maple towards College Avenue? Do you recall that?
No, I don't.
Do you recall stating that the other 2 were described as running in a westerly direction from the rear of 338 Maple Street?
No.
Damn, where's he getting all this from? And nobody's objecting to this, so it leads me to believe that he did give this statement. But damn, you saw 3 dudes. What the fuck? Like, I don't get it.
Do you recall stating that one black subject was described as tall, wearing a blue top and blue and black pants, while the other subjects were described as 2 short black males wearing sweatpants?
Barely, a little bit of that.
Oh,
So-
okay. He did say it. He did do it. He did say that.
What
What the fuck?
which of these subjects do you minimally recall wearing those items that evening?
No, you asked me if I remember people running, and I said no. I remember describing those people to him.
Oh,
I remember.
So where did you observe those?
Standing by the vehicle.
oh. Okay, my boy just need to clarify himself. He needs to clarify himself. You feel okay? No, he's just clarifying. Okay, so there were some black dudes around the vehicle, and he knows he saw a black dude in the vehicle. So okay, I get it now. Trying to twist words up,
Where I
bro.
found the vehicle, where I spotted it.
And then he just told the police officer, yeah, I saw a Ford Escape over there. There's some black dudes by it. I know I saw a black dude driving it. I don't know. Blah, blah, blah. And, you know, black folks, they like to watch shit. I ain't gonna lie. When there's some bullshit going down and it's the aftermath, you're gonna see 1 or 2 black folks be like, what's going on over here? Is this you know? I'm telling you that. So I feel like that description is accurate, bro. There's nothing he said that kind of conflicts. Nothing. The only thing is that you kind of aired them out that he has like 7 convictions. We didn't need to know that. Airing them out, bro.
Just so we have clarity, describe the subjects you saw that evening standing by the vehicle.
I don't remember that good. I mean, you were describing them, so it brought back a little bit, but I can't tell you. That was too long ago.
Yeah. Too many blunts ago. Like, we not shit. We in the present, bro. We in the present. What are you talking about?
And how did you come upon the vehicle at the address of 338 Maple Street that evening?
I was walking my family back to the car. Trying to get them to safety.
Yep. Heard that.
So I was keeping an eye out, and I spotted it.
Damn, that's crazy how imagine you're going with your family and it's like, all right, babe, let's get out of here. There's crazy shit happening, there's people dying, boom, 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 we're leaving. And then I'm leaving, and then I see the same red SUV. Bro, you best believe I'm snitching. I'm calling the police ASAP. And I'm kind of like, nah, I'm not staying around. If I have my kid and my wife, nah, we're out of there. Nope, straight to the car. But I'm best believe I'm phoning that shit in. Hey, busted up SUV in the corner over here. For sure, 89% sure this is the guy. Like, yo, pull through.
Do you recall stating that you saw the SUV reverse into a driveway?
No.
He doesn't remember much at all.
Do you recall why that would be reported?
No. When I found it, it was parked already.
Man, so he's really going on the 3 men running theory. That shit is wild. It's kind of like conniving how he did it. He tried to spin it for the jury because everybody else in this room knows that it's bullshit. He tried to spin it as like, oh, you didn't see people jump out the SUV? No, bro. There's people observing the SUV. You know, he tried to switch it up thinking he was slick. And I know prosecution is going to cross that very statement. I have a very strong, I feel like prosecution's going to cross-examine for that one little statement he made and move on.
Do you recall when you initially had the interaction with Detective Moss? Do you recall leading him to where the vehicle was ultimately found?
Yeah.
Do you recall yelling at subjects standing outside of a building where, or near where the vehicle was that evening?
I remember asking them. I don't remember yelling at them.
If you were to cut that little peak off of his forehead, right? That one little balding peak, his hairline would go from his beard all the way around perfectly, and I can't unsee it. Imagine that little patch. If you cut that little patch off, he would have a whole new hairline. His hairline would be in the middle of the back of his head. That shit is crazy. Imagine that type of fade. That shit is crazy. That little patch right there. Damn, he's receding. No further
Do you
questions.
recall why? Do you recall why the report says that you advised Detective Moss that there are 3 black subjects, specifically black subjects, running from the vehicle?
No, I don't remember.
No, I don't remember. No, that wasn't me. That wasn't me, buddy.
Do you recall stating that? Well, let me back up for a minute. Did you speak with another detective that evening, if you recall?
Yes, I did.
And do you recall if that was Detective Coates?
I don't remember his name.
So it'd be fair to say that you spoke with 2 different law enforcement officers that evening.
Yeah.
I think they let you speak to 2 different law enforcement officers to see if you're lying. Then they're gonna drive home and be like, "Hey, what did he tell you? Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's pretty much what he told me. Yep, pretty much. Yep. Yeah, I don't know. Cops, they're tricky, man. Like, why do I have to talk to 2 detectives? I just told him. Like,
Do you recall in your interview with Detective Coates, in reference to the vehicle that you saw that evening, do you recall telling Detective Coates that it appeared there were 3 or 4 people in the Ford Escape as it passed you?
No, I don't remember that.
Do you recall in your interview with Detective Coates that evening stating that you could not provide any description of the occupants other than that they appeared to be African American?
Yeah, I remember saying that.
So it'd be fair to say that you observed African Americans in this vehicle that you saw, correct?
The reason why I came up with 3 or 4 people was because when I was walking by and I saw the car, there was 2 or 3 black males standing by the vehicle. And there was at least 3 or 4 more on the porch. So I figured they were by the vehicle. It must have been the ones trying to hide the vehicle because they were standing in front of it or real close to it.
In your opinion, did it look like they were nervous or attempting to hide?
Well, everybody was running past them and walking really fast, and they were just standing around there.
why the fuck were there black dudes just standing around the car? Like, you guys let me know. Drop in the comments, like, for sure, drop in the comments. Like, why were there a bunch of black dudes just standing around? That's kind of weird. Oh, no, that's weird, though. Like, why is there a bunch of black dudes standing around the SUV? And, like, I would want nothing to do with that as a black male because I just saw a black man drive through the parade. There's not too much of us around. Let me not associate myself with that vehicle. You know what I mean? Like, why would I stay around the vehicle? That's weird. That's pretty weird.
They were the only ones not doing much. So yeah, they stood out.
Yeah, they would stand
This
out.
is- The question actually was in reference to when you spoke with Detective Coates that evening, in reference to seeing the vehicle in the parade as it passed you. Do you recall at that point, while at the parade that evening, do you recall stating to Detective Coates that it appeared that there were 3 or 4 people in the Ford Escape as it passed you during the parade?
Yeah, now I think he needs to fess up to this, to be honest. Like, did you tell him that? Because if it's written down, that means you told him that. So if Brooks was a good enough lawyer, he would get it read out. He would say something to jog the guy's memory to get a yes or a no. But Brooks is so dog shit at being a lawyer, he can't really get the answers he really wants out of the guy. And he's skating by just saying, like, I don't remember that. I don't remember. And then Brooks just fumbles. He's just like, oh shit. He doesn't remember that. Would it be fair to say that I'm a fucking idiot? Like, it's kind of irritating because if I was asking the question, I'd get him to say a yes or a no. Did you say that you saw 3 or 4 people, yes or no? However, which way it goes, we'd go through the police report. I would get it put up on the screen with the judge. I'd have objections, but that's what happens when you have a lawyer, because they would do things like that.
No, I don't
See?
remember that.
I don't remember that. Slides by.
Any reason why the detective coach would report that that's what you stated to him?
Like I said before, I saw 2 or 3 people by the vehicle, so I assumed they were with the vehicle. So they must have been in the vehicle during the parade. I saw the driver going by because he hit somebody right in front of us.
He's kind of a snitch, I ain't gonna lie. You involved all them black people who didn't drive that car in that situation. Nah, but like, I don't know. If I saw one person, I saw one person. I wouldn't group 4 other people together and all put them in the car just because they were around it. What if they were in the car earlier and their homie tweaked out and drove through the parade, right? Did you see one person or did you see 4? Like, come on. Like 1 or 4 at the time of the parade. That's kind of what's irritating about this witness to me. He's cool and all, but he's like, come on, dog. Did you see 1 or 4 people? Like, you're grouping all these people who could have been on some shady shit, sure, but they for sure weren't driving. They for sure weren't in the car. So why are you grouping extra people in there?
Do you recall in your interview with the detective coach that evening stating that the 3 individuals, and I'm referring to who you saw next to the vehicle, so it's clarification. The 3 individuals who were standing in a line, shoulder to shoulder, as African American males?
Yeah.
So it's fair to say that's what you observed that evening?
I saw at least 2 of them. And look like they were standing in front of it.
They might. I don't know what that's all about. Why would they be trying to hide the SUV? You look stupid. Like, how are you going to hide a big-ass SUV as a human?
And during that interview with Detective Coates that evening, do you recall stating to Detective Coates that you may be able to recognize the older male? So I'm assuming one of the individuals that you saw standing shoulder to shoulder was a older male?
I don't remember.
All right, so he kind of bullshits, and what did I tell you? They're gonna cross. Now, they're gonna go to that little 3 individual situation. What? I bet you.
Yes, Your Honor, thank you. Good afternoon, Mr. Lascano.
Good afternoon.
Sir, you said you watched the parade near Curry Insurance, is that correct?
Yeah, right in front.
Okay. Do you remember, you said you saw the SUV strike some people in the parade?
Yeah.
Yes? Do you remember what group of people in the parade? Can you remember anything about the name or the banner or the costumes or anything like that?
Objection leading.
Overruled, it's crossed.
No, I don't.
Speculative. Objection.
Overruled. The witness may answer. I believe he said no. His answer may
Yeah,
stand.
no, I don't remember.
Okay. Do you remember seeing the SUV strike more than one person?
Yeah.
Objection. Speculative.
Overruled.
About how many people did you see the SUV strike, sir?
Objection. Speculative.
Overruled.
It was crowds. I mean, when it was coming through, because I was standing over my daughter and my wife, they were sitting on the curb. I saw it coming through, and at first it looked like it was just pushing people out of the way, and then it just kept swerving back, and it was just plowing everybody out of the way. until it got to in front of us. Then it actually hit somebody and just did like a cartwheel in the air.
Damn.
You remember that?
Yeah, it was right in front of us.
Okay.
And while the witness was giving the answer, not the last answer, but the one prior to that, he had his right hand in the air, directioning his hand from right to left, describing the vehicle coming from right to left. And then when he said he saw someone go into the air, he was like twirling his fingers as if to say it kind of tumbled in the air. All right, go ahead.
Thank you. So, Mr. Lescano, I want to talk about the moment when you located this vehicle on Maple, okay? I'm going to ask, Madam Clerk, could you please turn on the AV system? We're going to put up State's Exhibit 65.
Madam Clerk.
Go ahead.
Objection to the relevancy of Exhibit 65.
Objection to the relevancy of Exhibit 65. That tone of voice, you already know you're gonna get. You already know they're just gonna deny that. Like, just shut up, bro.
Noted.
Sir, did you see yourself or your family in that clip?
Objection speculative.
Overruled.
No, I did not.
Okay. Now, you said you did see, by the time you walked past the car, you saw 2 or 3 black males standing near the car, right?
What did I tell you? They're going straight to that. Let's go.
Objection mischaracterization of this. He said 3. Specifically said the number.
Overruled.
And you also said you saw 2 or 3 what you thought to be black males on the porch of the residence there, correct?
Objection. He stated it was black males. Asked and answered.
Overruled. The witness may answer.
No.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, there was 2 or 3 standing by the vehicle.
Okay.
And then on the porch, there was maybe 3 or 4 more people. I don't know if they were, I'm sure they were white, but
Okay.
I was trying to not make it obvious because at the time, I believed that they were with the vehicle. So I didn't want them to see that I saw them. So I just did what I
Understood.
thought was right at the time.
Sure. Do you happen to know the people that live at this house?
Objection speculative.
Overruled.
No, I did not.
Would it be reasonable, do you think, Mr. Lescano, that people living in the house heard the crash and came outside and that's who you saw standing there by the vehicle?
Objection. There was never any crash mentioned.
I'll sustain. Calls for speculation.
Mr. Lescano, is it possible that the people you saw standing near the vehicle were in fact just neighbors that saw the vehicle the same way you did?
Yeah.
You described that at the time you went by on Maple Street, there was a lot of people running around in the area. Is that correct?
Objection mischaracterization of testimony.
Overruled.
Yes, it was.
And these are people hurrying away from the parade with their families, trying to get to safety just like you were, correct?
Objection speculative.
Overruled. The witness may answer.
Man, Brooks has energy today. My boy is objecting to everything possible. Lord.
Yes.
You didn't see anything like that in State's Exhibit 65, did you?
No, I did not.
Okay. You said on direct examination that you saw the driver of the SUV in the parade. Is that right?
Yes, I did.
And you see that driver present in this courtroom here today, please?
Objection speculative.
Overruled.
Yes, he's sitting right over there.
Are you sure about that, sir?
Yes.
Objection speculative.
Overruled.
You
And
said
it
that...
mischaracterizes the testimony because that was not testified to before on direct.
Your objections are overruled. I believe the witness already answered. Go ahead.
Did you happen to notice in Exhibit 65 the red SUV in that video clip that you watched?
No.
You didn't see it at
Couldn't
all,
see
did
it,
you?
no.
Okay, just wondered. Mr. Lescano, have you and I ever spoken about this case, sir?
No.
Oh, that's a jab at him because earlier on he was like, "I see what the prosecution is doing here. They're all coached. Bro, this guy, disgusting human being. Just attest to who raised him, man. Not gonna lie to
Attorney
you.
Basie here to my right. You heard her ever talk about this case or your testimony?
Objection, hearsay.
Overruled.
No.
Mr. Witchow on the end, did you ever talk to him about
Objection.
your testimony, sir?
Objection, hearsay.
Overruled.
No.
All right, so you already know what happens next. He kicks and screams and cries and boo-boos himself and all that other shit to try to get attention and to try to shut this shit down. But, you know, this is one of the few that that the prosecution actually cross-examined because it was so crazy. They're like, hey, what if those people actually just lived there and it happened to be black dudes who lived there, you know? But anyways, y'all, that was This Witness, man. It was pretty good. Darrell Brooks grasping at straws in these. He's taking L's, man. Every day taking L's and giving entertainment. I'll tell you that much. But anyways, y'all, I love you guys, man. Have a great day at work. You know, it's Monday. Knock that shit out. You got this, you know. Friday's on the way. You know what I mean? It's 4 more days, basically. You already have one out of the way. But anyways, y'all, stay inside. Stay safe. I'm out of here. Peace.